Well, it's time to take those classic rocket popsicles to the next level. Culinary expert Gail Simmons from Food and Wine magazine shows us how to do just that.
The rocket pop. There's nothing I would love more when I was a child than running to the ice cream truck and getting my favorite frozen treat. But these days, when I'm thinking about a rocket pop, I want something a little more sophisticated. So I came up with my own version that uses lots of whole fruit, great ingredients to make that same satisfying pop. Making a 3-layered popsicle is really very simple, and it starts with your simple syrup. A cup of sugar, a cup of water, on medium to high heat on the stove until the sugar dissolves. Turn it off the heat, put it in a glass jar, and let it cool for about an hour. My first layer is made out of strawberry, lime, and a little bit of that simple syrup. I love lime zest. It adds so much flavor. It really gets to the aromatic beauty of a lime. Now, to transfer it into your ice pop mold, the thing you want to remember is that this is a very big mouth and it will spill everywhere. Those are very small molds. My favorite tool to transfer my pop base into my molds is a squeeze bottle. It's like $3 and it is one of the most useful tools in the kitchen. It's great for really precise work with any sort of liquid. And then I want to fill up my molds about 1/3 of the way. Remember, you're getting 2 other layers in here. My strawberry layer is done. I'm going to throw it in the freezer for about an hour to let it set while I make my next layer. Layer number 2, coconut, banana, and ginger. It's a really rich layer. It's got a little bit of fattiness from the coconut, and it really brings the whole pop together. Now, you have to peel your ginger first, so it looks like this before you grate it. Taking this teaspoon, just use the front tip in a downward motion, and you'll just get off that really thin skin. And this will give it a little bit of a kick, a little heat, and a beautiful aromatic touch. My strawberry layer should be starting to set right about now, so I'm gonna go grab it and pour in layer number 2. Now this goes back in the freezer for about an hour to set while I make my 3rd and final layer. One of the things I loved best about Rocket Pops when I was a kid was that crazy blue that it turned my tongue, and I would stick it out and show it off to my brothers and my friends. Well, I'm gonna use blueberries instead, and I assure you, they have the same effect. And I'm gonna add a little bit of mint. I wanna chop the mint pretty finely before I put it in the blender, or else you're just gonna get big chunks of flat pieces that get stuck in your teeth when you go to eat it. And then a little more lime juice just to bring out those flavors. This color, it's giving me all the feels. It's so gorgeous. It's so summertime to me. The coconut layer should be pretty set by now. I'm gonna go grab it and pour my blueberry layer right on top. And then, of course, the last but most vital piece of a pop is the stick. The coconut layer should be still just slightly soft, so you'll be able to push the stick right down in it, and it should stay put even though the blueberry is not yet set. Now these go back in the freezer one last time. You can leave them overnight, or probably in about 2 hours from now, they'll be good to eat. All right, who's ready for a pop? If they're stuck in the mold, which they probably will be, you need to give it a minute on the counter or run them gently under warm water for just a few seconds, and they should slide right out. These are gonna be delicious. Even better than I remember.
Well, the zest, ginger, and whole fruit make that such a fun recipe. Again, from Gail Simmons, who oversees the Food and Wine Classic this weekend in Aspen, Colorado. For more information on the unique event, call 877-900-WINE or go to foodandwine.com/classic.